In this program, we're going to learn about the American Revolution. What is the American Revolution? The American Revolution, or the Revolutionary War, is the war fought between Great Britain and the American colonies, through which the colonies won their independence. In 1763, the British had just finished fighting a very costly war, fighting the French over territories in North America. It was called the French and Indian War. At that time, King George III of Great Britain ruled over the British colonies in America. To help pay for the war, Britain began to tax colonists for sugar, paper, and tea, things they used every day. The colonists viewed the taxes as unfair, and they began to protest. Some protests led to fighting. In 1770, during a protest, some colonists were killed by British soldiers. It was called the Boston Massacre. The colonists did not back down. They staged their protests. In 1773, colonists boarded 3 ships in Boston Harbor disguised as Indians and threw the cargo of tea into the ocean. The tea was worth a lot of money. King George III responded by imposing what the colonists called intolerable regulations on the colonists. Colonists began to meet in secret. The First Continental Congress was one of these secret meetings. Leaders from 12 colonies met and urged the American people to fight for independence. At that time, the British Army was the strongest military in the world. The fighting began almost without warning. Paul Revere's famous ride let the people of Lexington and Concord, Massachusetts know that the British were planning to attack. The first shots of the American Revolution were fired in the Battle of Lexington, April 19, 1775. They were referred to as the shots heard round the world. When the Second Continental Congress convened in 1776, the 13 American colonies officially declared their desire for independence from Great Britain with the Declaration of Independence. The Declaration of Independence was written by Thomas Jefferson, and on July 4, 1776, officially declared America's independence from Great Britain. The war between the colonies and Great Britain was long and hard. The colonies, led by General George Washington, and with the much-needed help from the French, defeated against all odds the British Army. The war ended with the Treaty of Paris in 1783. Under the Treaty of Paris, Great Britain officially recognized the independent nation of the United States of America. Now that you better understand the American Revolution, think about this. After the American Revolution, Americans did not want to be ruled by a king. How does our government assure this will never happen in the United States? Think about it.